All right, ladies and gentlemen, apologies for the I guess sort of unexpected stream. I did post a community poll I think 2 days ago asking if I should stream the Barca and the Real La Liga games, basically to see who would be crowned champions. And I didn't do the Real Madrid game yesterday because I thought, well, first I thought they would win, which they did. Narrowly so, obviously. But now with Barcelona, with their chance to go and win it, and obviously, you know, I know there's a lot of Barca fans within my community, so hey, not much else to do on a Thursday. Had a good day, and I thought, why not go and stream it? And also, there's also some things that I like to discuss with some people here. So yeah, hopefully we can all enjoy this Thursday evening for me or for us here in Europe, and yeah, basically go from there. But yeah, how's everybody doing? Hey Junior, hello. What's up, Junior? I'm doing good. How are you guys doing? Score prediction. What is going on with my finger? All right, this is better. Score prediction, I don't know, 3-1 to Barca. I think Barca should be winning this pretty comfortably. Shouldn't be too many issues in that respect. Yeah, we'll see. 5-1 Barca, dang. Just got promoted from my team. You got promoted. Oh, your team got promoted. Okay, I see. You're lagging. Am I lagging? Okay. Hold on, let me see. Not fast enough. Wait 1 sec. I'm lagging there. Let's do this. Watching Barca, yeah, okay. I think I may have an idea as to why we're lagging. Right, I'll stop recording. Camera is mad like the camera. Okay. Let me pause that. And then let me know if things are still lagging right now. It's not lagging. If you're on TikTok, let me know if things are still lagging or if they've gotten better. It's not lagging. You're good. Okay. All right. All right. Things are seemingly back to normal. Okay. We still got time until until kickoff. What time is it right now? We got like 15 minutes to kick off, guys. Okay. One of the topics I wanted to come up with was, guys, and this is a topic that's been coming up a lot recently, really recently, obviously, is the infamous France Football Ballon d'Or. Guys, I want to know, who do you guys think is the front runner and deserves to win the Ballon d'Or? Because, oh my goodness, do I have so much to say about this. So much so that I almost want to make a video. But I want to hear first and foremost, who do you guys think should be winning the Ballon d'Or? Dembele, okay. Raphinha or Dembele, okay. Dembele, yeah. Ousmane, yeah. Okay, all reasonable takes this far. All reasonable takes. Dembouz, yep. Dembele, 100%, yep. Mbappe, okay, not nearly as realistic. All right, there's one person I'm waiting for that I don't get all the PR. Or Dembele, fair enough. Hear me out, Salah. I don't know how Salah can still be in it. I don't know how Salah can still be in it in the Ballon d'Or conversation. But there's one person, one name that nobody's mentioned yet. Pedri, nah, I could hear that. There's one player though that no one's mentioned yet that does not make sense whatsoever. Dewey, best youngster, yeah, for the Golden Boy, that's fine. To be fair, there's still half of next season. The Ballon d'Or, no, it's changed now. Now it's for a single calendar year. I mean, a single season. So from August to like June, May. All right, here we go. I know someone's mentioned it here. Yamal, yeah. Yamal's the person. Guys, I'm sorry. I don't get how Yamal is in the conversation for the best player in the world over the course of the season. Like, the Barca PR is crazy. The Barca PR recently has been just absolutely crazy, and so crazy to the point where honestly it's delusional. How the PR, because the thing is though, has Lamine Yamal even been Barca's best player? Because 2 months ago, what am I saying? A month and a half ago, I was seeing the PR pushes for Barca for Ballon d'Or was Raphinha, Pedri, and some people even had Lewa, and then it was Lamine Yamal. So in the span of 3-4 games, Yamal's gone from being third, fourth best, most likely to winning to being Ballon d'Or for his own club, to all of a sudden number one and best in the world. Like, I think for me, if you want to push Raphinha, I still get that. I can still entertain it. But for me, this whole thing in this Yamal push is almost just a thing of, it's just they don't want Dembele to win it. They just don't want Dembele to win it. And I think there's two reasons. There's number one, there's the Barca PR, and that whoever wants to start pushing somebody, the PR is crazy. And now I'm hearing, oh, if Dembele would have won it, it'd be anti-football, this, that fugazi nonsense. But then when people push the Dembele, it's he's not done it the entire course of the season. He's not been able to do it for a long enough time. It's like, whoa. Lamine Yamal's only really been, popping off this last 2 months or something, right? Like we don't talk about, Lamine Yamal's, first, 5 months this season at Barca. So like we start changing the narratives here and so on and so forth, because not only does Dembele have the numbers, even in terms of the eye test, he passed the eye test. It's not like Raphinha where sometimes he gets his goal, but in terms of the play, it's not there. Not only is Dembele getting the numbers this season, but he's also been there in the big games, and he passes the eye test. So I genuinely do not know. I don't understand how deluded you could be to the Yamal number one. Yamal number one for me is crazy. For me, Yamal number one is crazy. And dare I say, for me, one of the big reasons why Yamal is number one is the fact that he's 17. If Yamal was like, what, 25, 26 years old, doing the exact same stuff he's doing now, he would not be in the conversation for top 3 Ballon d'Or. He probably get finished top 10, top 20 for sure, but he wouldn't be in top 3 conversation. I think the fact that it's 17, he's only 17, and it's enamoring, inspiring people. It's super impressive for a 17-year-old. But the Ballon d'Or is not based on your potential and what you've done at this age. It's based on right now. Because you go and look, Mbappe's got better numbers than Yamal, okay, maybe not better numbers than Rafinha, but nobody's going and saying that he should be up there. So I really don't get this Lamine Yamal PR push. And I can even get into the numbers. Even in terms of the numbers, like if we go and we compare Lamine Yamal this season, thus far at least, we'll see how it happens with this game. 16 goals, 24 assists in 4,283 minutes for Barca. 7 goals in the Liga, 5 goals in the Champions League, 2 goals in the Copa del Rey, and 2 goals in the Supercopa. Now, you compare that to Ousmane Dembélé, who this season has scored more goals, 33 goals, 13 assists, far off of Lamine, but in 3,000 minutes. 3,000 minutes. To compare it even more, this is 𝙬𝙬𝘖𝘶 stats this season. 𝙬𝙬𝘖𝘶 has 13 goals, 13 assists in 2,852 minutes. So obviously less prolific in terms of stats, outright stats than Lamine Yamal. However, this guy scored 3 less goals than Lamine Yamal in I think I did the calculations here, in a difference of 1,431 minutes this season. 1,431 minutes equates to roughly, if you divide that by 90, like 16 games. 16 90-minute games for 3 more goals. And if we compare specifically Ousmane Dembélé against Lamine Yamal, I think is getting a goal contribution, so a goal assist every 107 minutes or so, compared to Ousmane Dembélé with his 33 goals and 13 assists is getting a goal contribution every 66 minutes this season. So I don't understand how you go and say, and it's not like, if you want to go and say that entertainment wise, Lamine Yamal is more entertaining, yeah, fine. But it's not like, Dembélé is just like this pure goal scoring machine and is like an awful player to watch. Like, people are forgetting what the Man City performance he had, dribbling past players, etc. He's causing the play, he's coming back, he's getting the ball deep, running the show as well. He's able to do that as well. And I think also people forget, okay, yes, Lamine Yamal was excellent in that semifinal. Let me make sure of the time. Was excellent in that semifinal tie against Inter. But over the semifinal tie, Dembélé had better GA. Dembélé got a goal and assist in the 2 semifinals, despite playing only I think he played 90 in the first game and then played 30 minutes in the next game. So despite only playing 120 minutes, whereas Lamine Yamal played 210 minutes, played 90 in both games and went all the way to extra time in the other one and scored a goal. And obviously, yes, I'm not going to deny taking away anything from Yamal, was definitely Barca's best player in that tie. But Dembele's got better stats than him. And not to mention, Ďembele has been impactful in every single tie in PSG's Champions League campaign this season. He's either scored or assisted in every single tie. And in fact, the only games where he's not gotten a goal or an assist was the return leg against Brest, where he didn't score or assist, and the first leg against Liverpool, where PSG were held scoreless. Apart from that, he scored or assisted in every single league game, every single game. So he's been there in the big games. So I don't understand what you're going and saying for this PR push. I really do not get it. I think also the fact that it's Ousmane Dembélé, a former Barca player, and that they're not happy that he's doing well at PSG, I think also plays into that. Like, people now, all of a sudden, people changing their tone, and now all of a sudden we're changing the criteria for the Ballon d'Or, or going and saying that, oh no, it has to do with the player, football one. People are going and saying, oh, look at how Vinny didn't win it. You had Rodri last year, didn't win the Ballon d'Or. All of a sudden I'm hearing stats like, oh, a player who won the Ballon d'Or didn't win the Champions League from 1996 to 2006, and so on. Like, all this stuff. All of a sudden we're changing all these stats all of a sudden you're hearing all these new stats, all these new Fugazi stats. Of course, it's the year Dembele won it. But Well, if we guys go comparing when we're talking about the Champions League, you don't need to win the Champions League to go and be in the Ballon d'Or, guys. Why was Vinny in contention for the Ballon d'Or last year? Guys, let's be honest. Why was Vinny in the contention for the Ballon d'Or last year? Because in terms of stats, Dembele's got better GA than Vinny had last year. And not to mention, Dembele currently, as things stand, is still in it for a treble. So guys, I'm asking, what is it? What's differentiating Vinny and Dembele from this last year's Vinny and this year's Bellingham? On top of Vinny, okay, he had also a poor Copa America. Dembele will have to wait and see how things go for the Nations League as well as the FIFA Club World Cup. But all these things, I don't know. I think I'm gonna go and make a longer video about all of this. But yeah, but even like Madrid PR, etc., so on and so forth. But why was 𝙬𝙬 there? 𝙬𝙬, like, guys, who has had a better season? Is it this year's Hakimi or last year's 𝙬𝙬? Because 𝙬𝙬 was good, yes. I'm not denying that 100%. But guys, I think Hakimi, in terms of the play, I think has been more impactful than him. But hey, that's just me. That's just me. But yeah, I'd be happy to go and continue to have continue the conversation. Maybe at halftime or something. But I really do not get the PR push from Lamine Yamal. All of a sudden, people are changing, definitions. Lamine Yamal went from being the third, fourth most likely on his team to win the Ballon d'Or to number 1, and now favorites. And now people are going and saying, if Dembele wins football, it's against football. It's anti-football. Stop this nonsense. Stop this nonsense, honestly. All right, the game is about to start. All right, I'm warning you guys ahead of time. I am not going to be looking at the chat during the game because I'm using very, very legal software to be able to watch this. And so I know I'm going to be behind people. So I'm not going to be, I know I'm going to get spoiled. So I'm not going to be watching the, I am not going to be watching. Hold on. United in the heart of the midfield, and keep an eye out for Roberto Fernandes, a number 2 playing in the number 9 position. He scored 6 goals since joining the club from Braga on loan in the winter transfer window. Referee tonight, Senor César Sotogrado. Leading Barcelona. Let's see. A surprise inclusion. He hasn't played back-to-back games for Barcelona since January. Guys, let me know. I feel like I'm getting a notification here that things could be stuttering. Let me know if the playback is like all of a sudden choppy again. It's the strongest possible team that Hansi Flick could put out. 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝙄𝘼 keeps his place in goal, though 𝙬𝙬𝘾 is fit again. Let me know if the playback is choppy, because I'm getting a notification here that I might be overloading my CPU. Playback is smooth. All right, let me know if you're on TikTok if it's also still smooth or if it's a bit choppy. Playback is okay. All right, I'll take you guys' words on it. Let me put the audio so that you guys can hear it. Let me know if you guys can hear the commentary audio in the background. Well, let's get this show on the road here. Manolo Gonzalez, who has been in charge for 15 months. He's the coach of the team. He was once a coach driver and trying to make his name in part-time. Do you have a Discord server? I do not. Not yet, at least. Oh, I got the notification. Let me turn off Do Not Disturb, because I know my thing's already behind. I got the notification for the game started. If his face was anything to go by, I think they're motivated, aren't they, Espanyol? As they should be. Have we started? Absolutely fired up. Made it back at the first attempt. Guys, is it my thing lagging? Because I'm getting different things. If I'm lagging, I'll turn. Well, I know what I need to do. Let me know if it is lagging. Were last crowned as champions. The referee is clearly a stickler for timings. Okay, kickoff. I've just gotten kickoff. Yeah. Yo, it's laggy. Horizontal video. No, okay. It's lagging. All right, let me turn this off then.
In the La Liga trophy, Real Madrid last night scored that crucial goal in the 94th minute. For 94 minutes last night when Real were playing against Mallorca, Barcelona.
Kickoff was like 2 minutes ago. I already know I'm behind, but I've turned things off. Hopefully the lag should be fixed. There's not much I can do about the me being ahead or behind and whatnot.
Finished above Barcelona in the Spanish standing since 1942.
All right, the leg should be gone now.
If I was Manolo Gonzalez, the one area I'd be looking at is the two centre-halves for Barcelona. I'm not sure they've played too many games together in recent times.
All right, let me know if there's still lag right now. I should have fixed it now.
Barcelona, it's high offside line. It needs good understanding between the two centre-backs.
How many people are even here? Let me check. All right.
Well, he said that his team have to play.
Let me know if you guys can hear the background, like the commentary audio.
He said, not immune to having a bad day at the office. It's a great point that you make. 𝙀𝙊𝘾𝙾 and Christensen haven't played together as a pairing this season. And the second start for 𝙀𝙊𝘾𝙾 in the last 6 matches.
Yes, we can hear. All right, sounds good.
The season for the Dane Christensen.
Sounds good.
Gerard Martin on the left-hand side is the backup left-back. 𝙀𝙀𝘾𝘾 has played a multitude of positions this season. I think it's fair to say, Stuart, that he's not a natural right-back, is he?
Well, he played that role, I would say, on a few occasions for Girona last season. Sometimes it was a back three, he was playing on the right-hand side. Sometimes he played as a full-back. You're right, he's not a natural right-back. Certainly nowhere near as good as 𝙀𝙀𝘾𝘼 has been.
All right, let's see. All right, let me go remove the the chat, because I already know people are going to be spoiling the results. So if you guys are commenting now, I'm not going to be looking, just because I know I'm like, hold on. Yeah, 2:30. I'm like 30 seconds behind. So yeah. And also, if you guys are in the chat, please don't spoil it. Go based off what I've got like in the score here.
Sid Lowe talking about the expectations.
All right, let's see. Barca with the chance to go and win the La Liga title.
Too many titles or cups, but they've been absolutely outstanding.
I think this is probably the first time I've watched a Barca game that's not been an El Clasico, like a league game. I've streamed it.
2 minutes away from making it to a Champions League
final. Even just like normally on my downtime, I don't typically watch Barca like that. So we'll see.
Well, I would say if there's one team you want to watch in world football at the moment, it is Barcelona.
I agree.
Because they've got great individuals. They pass it forward. They make forward runs. They score goals. And at times, they don't always get their defensive side of the game completely right.
Jim, what's your prediction? Oh, if he can find the ball. Oh, he has to do better there. He has to do better there. He has to do better there. But I mean, that high line got caught out right there, and pretty easily as well.
They're all over the place here.
He's completely onside there. I mean, listen, I've already spoken about Barca's high line, and in some respects, I respect it. But in the other hand, it's like something like this.
It's a big chance as well, isn't it?
They should be 1-0 up. They should be 1-0 up right now.
Well, that is the Barcelona danger. They set this offside trap. Didn't work that time. They caught the opposition offside 169 times this season.
Well, we'll see.
Lewandowski.
Rafinha.
Fires it into Pedri. Lewandowski. Now 𝙀𝙀𝘾𝘼𝘾 trying to find the...
It's a foul. It's a foul.
By Lewandowski. Look at the coach down there, firing his players up.
It's a proper derby here as well.
Yeah, Lewandowski just coming across, quite clearly a foul. Well, it was also good to hear what Ali Moreno was saying. Absolutely right. Espanyol can't suddenly become a good team. They're struggling against relegation. Yes, they need the points. Yes, they've got young players. They can't suddenly turn it on. It's going to need a very bad day for Barcelona. For Espanyol.
Yeah, Barca should win. Barca should win.
A big test of Christensen. His first start of the season was earlier in the month against 𝙀𝙊𝘿𝘾𝙼𝘖. Picked up a horrible injury on the opening day against Valencia. He is a key man last season. He was covering the central midfield role, the old 𝙎𝙬𝘼𝙋𝙏𝙀 position.
Chance here. Espanyol.
Early chances are all through the way of Espanyol.
Yeah, I mean, Barca is struggling. Is offside. But offside comes to Barca's rescue. I can't say rescue. Has they? Let's see it. Oh, they played it well. No, it's well played. It's well played. Very well played there.
Cross was a dangerous one. Good defense.
Offside was well played there. Yeah, the ball looked out. The ball looked out.
Well, our Spanish director and camera operators are going to try their best to find a Barcelona supporter inside the stadium. The police were saying today that no shirts, no paraphernalia, no scarves.
Dang, well, they're cracking down on it.
Men, women, children.
Wow. Dang.
That's a word you haven't used for quite some while. Paraphernalia.
I can say it, I can't spell it, Stu. Christensen.
Good to see Christensen back playing.
On ball.
Teases the ball into the air.
Not quite, not quite.
Runner for 𝙀𝙀𝘋𝙀𝘋𝙀.
𝙀𝙀𝘋𝙀𝘋𝙀𝘋.
He's not had a great season, mainly due to injuries. 𝙀𝙀𝘋𝙀𝘋. But remember, he came on against Inter when they were winning the game and playing very, very well. He came on for Inigo Martinez. I have to say, he didn't play particularly well. Got a problem behind the goal.
The referee is just asking for a delay in play. I think the Espanyol supporters have spotted one of the Barcelona fans. And you can see the stewards just behind the goal, less than politely escorting that person.
Nah, that's crazy.
The exit.
They're booting this Barca fan.
The only person who managed to
wow.
the security.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Junior, what do you think of Ronaldo's maybe return to Sporting? I've not heard the rumors for it. It's certainly possible, I suppose. Yeah, we'll see.
There from Barcelona. I think there's more to it than that.
We have our team down at touchline.
Do you think when we win the UCL, then Booz will win the Ballon d'Or? I wouldn't say when. If. You know, gotta stay humble. Gotta stay humble. But if he wins it, I don't know how you cannot give it to Dembele. He's got the stats. He's got the numbers. He's got the eye test. He passed the eye test. And in what world do you not give, unless there's like a World Cup or Euros, do you not give the Ballon d'Or to the best player on the best team when the best players also had a great season as well? So that's what I really don't get. So yeah, for me, he has to get it. He has to get it. There's like has to get with like no debate. At least Vinny last year you could say, oh, you know, Raji won the Euros. Vinny didn't really have a great Copa America. The stats are good, but not crazy. He was decisive. Dembele has all of that. Club, country, wrapped everything up in domestically, potentially doing it in Europe. Was decisive in every single phase, every single Champions League tie. I don't know how you do not give it to Dembele. And I think the only thing when people go and say it's either an anti-PSG agenda or Barca PR or both. All right, the game's back on here.
From the field very quickly to the safety of the changing rooms. Hence, they're going to very much err on the side of caution this evening.
Well, just looking at the way that Espanyol has started the game, looks as though their game plan is to get it into their centre forward. A setup.
I swear, if Yamal wins it, if Yamal wins it, like, I don't even think Yamal's been Barca's best player this season. I mean, listen, guys, are there any Barca fans in the chat? Whether it's YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, if there's any Barca fans in the chat, I'd like to get your honest opinion on things. Has Lamine Yamal been Barca's best player this season? Not in the last month, not in the last 4 games, this entire season. From August of 2024 to right now, May of 2025. Has Lamine Yamal been your best player? Because all I was going and saying is, a month or so ago, the PR pushes for Ballon d'Or were not for him.
Yeah, there's a question mark over Gerard Martin's defending as well. Doesn't get the ball, does he?
Poor defending there. He's been good, but not the best. Yes, we have eyes. Just because Rafinha taps in a goal and doesn't mean he should win a Ballon d'Or. But has he been your best player? Rafinha and Peered in. I'm assuming you put Pedri there. In my opinion, should win it next to Dembele, or should be up there. Okay.
Garcia and Martin. I guess you could say it's the B line. The ball played into the near post. And
just like a December without no Yamal, we lost 10 points every single game. Okay, yeah, but was like all I'm saying is that like a month or so, and a month and a half ago, the people from Barca, from the Barca sphere that I was going and saying, and when I was talking to Barca fan, the people that you guys were pushing for the Ballon d'Or, like this is right before the 𝙀𝙀𝘼𝘾𝘼𝘾𝙄𝘼𝑎 game. It was Rafinha, Pedri. Those were number 2. All right, and if you're on like a skyscraper, if they're on like the top floor, you go down 1, you go down 1, you go down another set of floors, then maybe I'd see 𝙀𝙀, and then maybe coming up the last set of stairs to 𝙀𝙀's level, then you had Lamine Yamal. He was arguably 4th favorite from Barca to win the Ballon d'Or, let alone in the entire world. Now all of a sudden, with some excellent semifinals and 𝙀𝙀𝘼𝘾𝘼𝘋, even the 𝙀𝙀𝘼𝘾𝘼, the 𝙀𝙀𝘼𝘋 final, I thought he was good, but he wasn't. Oh, Dani Olmo. Oh, chance. Oh, 𝙀𝙀𝘼𝘋. But yeah, going back, like in that 𝙀𝙀𝘼𝘋 final, I thought he got the assist for the Pedri goal. He was good, but he wasn't like crazy, etc., so on and so forth. I thought he was good, but he wasn't otherworldly. Realistically, it was those 2 semi-final games against Inter, and then maybe if you think more recently the El Clasico game against Real Madrid at the Montjuic, that have gone and boosted his ratings for it. And even before that, it was basically just those 2 semi-finals. All of a sudden now he went from being what, 3rd, 4th favorite from Barca to not being number 1 in the world. Guys, make it make sense. Make it make sense. Because when Dembele, he's standing, we're not getting scoring all the goals in 2025, people are going and saying, oh, he's only done it over the course of the year. He's not been there long enough, etc., so on and so forth. All right, fine. But now, oh, attention. Okay, but now, how is the same thing not with Yamal? Not only that, Yamal, in terms of the stats, the GA and so on and so forth, it's not the craziest thing. Oh, well defended there.
Well, there's the problem. Christensen went back, defended the space. The other 3 players stepped up to play offside.
Well, Rafinha has been carrying us in.
Outside of the foot
has been carrying us in UCL, but our best player is Yamal. Why is Yamal your best player? Why not Pedri? Because I was hearing even Pedri shouts ahead of them. I was hearing Pedri shouts. For me, it's how quickly things switch. If Lamine Yamal had been Barca's number 1 from the get-go, fine, no problem whatsoever. But for me, it's the fact that a month and a half ago, it was Pedri, it was Rafinha, and it was between those 2, and Lamine Yamal was maybe top 10, etc., so on and so forth, but not really in the radar. To not all of a sudden, after 2 great, excellent Champions League semi-final ties, in which, okay, let's also remember still, as good as he was in terms of like statting, chance there, Rafinha, not quite. In terms of chances and what he did, he scored 1 goal and that was it. He didn't get an assist, he didn't do anything else, he got a score. Dembele had better GA in the semi-finals, playing far fewer minutes than Lamine Yamal, and yet. No, he's behind him. Yeah, it doesn't make sense to me. Does not make sense to me. Yeah, if you want to push Pedri for Ballon d'Or because you think the consistency over the course of the entire season, fair enough for me. I'd still put Dembele ahead of him because Dembele's in a final and whatnot, has a chance to do a treble. But for me, it's the Lamine Yamal push. For me, I really don't get. For me, the PR push is crazy.
Lewandowski almost just held off the ball there by Ḥspozīto. It's strange, doesn't it, to have a number 2 playing in the number 9 position.
Oh, chance through here. Surely, how have you not finished that? How have you not finished?
Exposed by his defense.
Well, they've certainly done their
How have you not, bro? Espanyol should be 2 up here. Espanyol should be 2 up here. Let's see. Nah, that's crazy, man.
Otherwise, he'd have been sent off. But a very good save, 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙏.
That's ridiculous, man.
Well, he's the man they wanted to get the ball to. He's their leading scorer with 11 goals this season. 2 in the playoff final last year. A normal source.
A midfielder will win the Ballon d'Or, especially when he hasn't, when he wasn't the best player in the most important games. Wow, was Rodri not a midfielder? Is Rodri not a midfielder? Was Modric not a midfielder? Was Kaká not a midfielder as well? If you want to go further back, come on, guys, be serious. When Iniesta, those pushes as well. Bro, come on, guys, be serious.
Espanyol.
Pedri is the most consistent player, but Yamal has always been insane in big games. We're not talking about the Ballon d'Or is over the course of the season in terms of big trophies, winning stuff, etc., so on and so forth.
The better option was to go across the goalkeeper.
As in, I don't watch Barca regularly, etc., which is why I'm asking you guys, you Barca fans in the chat, etc., so on and so forth. But I'm just asking, like, being not just the last month, over the course of the entire season, who has been your most important, who has been your best player, Lamine Yamal or Pedri? If you don't want to put 𝙀𝙊𝘾𝘼𝑖 in there because you just think it's just stats, between those two, who's been the best player?
I reckon that Pedri is the best midfield player in the world at the moment.
Yeah, that's not crazy.
A few of the Barcelona supporters would disagree. Maybe at other clubs they were. Here's Lamine Yamal. Nice control from Pedri. There we go. It's what we call the commentator's curse. De Jong comes flying in.
I don't think there's 2 midfield players, central midfield players, that are more comfortable on the ball and are able to receive it in any sort of situations than Pedri and De Jong.
Early run from Pedri. Hangs the ball in the air and a comfortable take.
I watch Barca regularly, and I'd say they both have been good, just like Vinny and Bellingham last year.
Rafinha.
Yeah, but I guess similarly. I guess maybe similarly because Bellingham, even Bellingham was. I don't know. I feel like even Bellingham last year was just more so he's getting goals in big games, which helped boost him, because there were games where he was not all that great, but he would score. Whereas I think Pedri has been consistent the entire season, and Yamal. I mean, when we say big games here, like. Again, with not like, because this is also when I've been going and seeing on social media, people go like of the typical stuff of mocking Liga 1 and mocking PSG and we don't care if Dembele is scoring goals in the Liga 1 McDonald's leagues, etc., so on and so forth, blah 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 blah. But I'm like, okay, if we're gonna discount all the goals that he scores in Liga 1, first and foremost, he's done really well in the Champions League as well. 1, but 2, why are we considering when Lamine Yamal is going and doing against one of the worst Real Madrid teams in like the last 10 to 15 years? All right, if we can't count when Dembele goes and scores and does really well against the Monaco, scores a brace against a Monaco which, let me remind you guys, beat Barca this season, and Lamine Yamal was on the pitch. Why can we not count at Dembele's goals then? But when Lamine Yamal scores or does something against Atletico Madrid or Real Madrid, who have not been great this season, all of a sudden those count. Guys, come on, let's be serious. Let's be serious. That's what I'm saying. It's an agenda. It's an anti-PSG agenda, and it's an anti-Ousmane Dembele agenda from Barca fans.
Well, you've got to realise Christensen can't take that long on the ball. He had a pass out to his fullback. Took another touch. And Rocker almost nicked the ball off him.
Do you watch cricket? I do not watch cricket.
This is De Jong.
Bella was better than Pedri in at least one of the semifinals. Yeah, that's fine. But I'm saying over the course of the entire season, though.
The wings are clipped.
Like, if we wanted to go into the best player in the first leg, I thought Denzel Dumfries was the best player. I don't know in what world, after getting 2 goals, an assist, and nearly getting a second assist as a wing back, you're not the best player. And also doing that away from home. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's low-key stuff like this that low-key get people to go and want to get a Lamine agenda. Because Lamine Yamal is a special player. But when I hear some of the stuff being said by fans and whatnot, it's crazy, man. It's absolutely ridiculous.
20 minutes of this game. Barcelona bottom the possession.
Over the whole season, definitely Pedri. All right, fair enough.
The 21st minute of the game. They always have a tribute to 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝙄𝘼𝙎𝙏, the former skipper of Espanyol, who sadly passed away in his prime back in 2009. There's 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝙄𝘼𝙍.
I mean, not gonna lie, Espanyol's been, they've played quite well today.
Trying to take the ball off him. I don't often see that. Used to be a little tape, as you'd call it. It's gone out of fashion.
There you go, the tribute to 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝙄𝘼𝙎. They named the training ground after the Espanyol skipper. Touching moments. Very good to see the Barcelona bench and the players on the field actually joining in. Again, it has been played in a wonderful spirit. This Catalan derby, so much at stake. Barcelona can win the league tonight if they take the 3 points.
Well, both sides you expect to...
Okay, guys, we did this in the last stream. I want to know if you guys want to do last time I picked a player and I had you guys, like, I gave stats based on their career and whatnot, and I had you guys basically go and try to guess the player. I'm wondering, do you guys want to do that again?
Soft shot, easily saved by 𝙗𝙬𝙖𝙾. He conceded 3 goals against Leganés at the weekend.
Look how he finds that bit of space. Rafinha coming infield. On that occasion, as you said, didn't quite make the contact he was looking for.
Yes, please do. Yeah. All right. Okay. All right. If anybody can participate, all you need to do is, I guess, put in the chat your answers. So whether you're on TikTok, you're on YouTube, you're on Twitch, Kick, anywhere. Yeah. So the first person to guess the correct player is going to get I don't know, recognition, I'll go and say. All right, number 1. This player is retired.
To give you an update on the incident that delayed the game.
This player is retired.
An incident outside the stadium involving a car and a number of supporters. And sadly, a couple
full
of
name, ideally, yes. Although this player, I mean, there's only one.
We're told that none of the injured are really badly hurt.
All right, this player is retired. This player won the World Cup and the Euros. This player won the World Cup and the Euros. Kaka never won the Euros. He's not European, so this player has to be European. This player is retired. This player that won the World Cup and the Euros. This player played in France, Italy, Spain, and England.
Martin. Now doesn't get that. Romero leaves it to goalkeeper Joan Garcia.
I'll say it again. This player played in France, Italy, Spain,
Getting to the crucial stage of the season.
and England.
Wembley Stadium this weekend. Join the team.
𝙬𝙬 𝘾𝙼𝘖 is not the answer.
Eastern time for all of the build-up for the FA Cup final. Manchester City back at Wembley again. Can Crystal Palace ensure that Pep Guardiola has a balanced
All right.
season?
I'll say this. This is, if you guys really know, this could give it away. This player was really prolific for his position. This player was very prolific for his position.
Here's Martin, little layoff from Rafinha, who just hasn't got into the flow of things. Ešposito.
Chance again. Oh, well done by 𝙬𝙬. Well done by 𝙬𝙬. It's not Thierry Henry. It's not Thierry Henry.
Ešposito. That big diagonal in behind the back line.
𝙀𝙀
Just about got there.
don't know if he's played in Spain.
Now it's Roca. Painful block by Martin. Does well to prevent the corner and win a free kick.
This player retired in 2003. This player retired in 2003.
He's going to have to stop play now.
Zlatan, no. Zlatan never won the World Cup or the Euros.
To be restarted with the drop ball.
It's funny where the supporters think the hand is. Nearly every Espanyol fan demanded a handball. Great skill. What you didn't see there was
Didier
the
Deschamps.
pass from
I don't think Didier Deschamps played in Spain. Platini never won the World Cup. All right, this is going to give a big boost. This player was also a manager. This player was also a manager. David Ginola never won the World Cup.
Mainly the right-hand side of the midfield, and attacking midfield.
Baggio.
On the left-hand side.
It's not Baggio. It's not Roberto Baggio.
What they're trying to do is
it's not Emmanuel Petit.
A little bit wider of the opposition so they can roll
Pep never won the World Cup.
And Rafinha coming in off that touchline.
Xabi Alonso. Remember, this player retired in 2003. Deschamps, it's not Didier Deschamps. I don't think Didier Deschamps is ever played in Spain. Remember, this player was one of the key things, if you guys know ball, this player was very, very prolific for his position.
Pedri, layoff, Olmo, Lewandowski, Olmo, Rafinha.
Oh, that was good play. That was a really good play from Barca there.
Everything has been a yard away from the finishers.
Oh, but brilliant play up until that final pass. 1 and 2 touch football. Always looking for.
Okay, I'm gonna give away his position now. This player was.
Lewandowski might have just been offside.
This player was a center back / sweeper.
Good effort from Rafinha.
This player was a center back / sweeper, which is why I said this guy was really prolific for his position.
He's got to fire that into the centre forward.
Southgate never won a World Cup. I don't think he ever played outside of England, let alone Italy, Spain, France. Puyol, no. Koeman, no. Oh, we got it. We got it.
Fernandez on loan from Braga.
Just RN edits. Can you say his full name? Yeah, you got him. Laurent Blanc. That's it. Laurent Blanc is it. Laurent Blanc is it. He was really prolific. Scored 121 goals in 602 games. Played for Montpellier, Napoli, Nîmes, Saint-Etienne, Auxerre, Barcelona, Marseille, Inter Milan, and Manchester United. Won the World Cup in 1998 and won the Euros in 2000. Was obviously a player and a manager. Currently manages at Al Ittihad. He managed for Lyon, PSG, the French national team, Bordeaux. Yeah, he retired in 2003. At least here on Wikipedia, they said that he stopped playing for United in 2003, which I'm assuming that's when he retired.
Barcelona
Right.
hoping to top
There you go. So
2025
congratulations to
in La Liga.
𝙎𝙊𝘾𝘾𝘄𝘼𝙎.
It's going to be 14 wins in 15 matches in the Spanish Championship.
I mean, dang, Barca, Lamine Yamal's been pretty quiet thus far. Well, we'll see. Maybe I get the reverse commentator's curse.
Mbappe at the weekend, by the way, was the fourth opposition
Do another
player
one.
to score a hat-trick against Barcelona this season.
Another one. All right.
Not end up on a winning team.
No, I think there's still work
Okay,
to do for
let
Hansi Flick.
me just find another player.
He wants us to play exactly the same way, but sometimes the defenders have to make better decisions when the ball changes hands.
Okay, I don't even know this player.
More work on the training ground and more work as a unit. They will get better.
Okay, all right.
Gap opens up.
Ooh,
Shooting opportunity.
𝙀𝙬𝘼𝙋𝙬𝘾𝙄𝑼𝙠𝙬.
Had to have a go, didn't he?
Might just come off the inside of his boot.
All right.
Good strike. Always just dipping away from the goal. But it is great to see Pedri back in top form after his couple of injuries that he's had over the course of his career.
This player is retired.
In all competitions this season, he's missed only one game.
This player is retired.
90 minutes, but it's full throttle for whenever Hansi Flick asks him to play.
Pedri.
There is Pedri.
What Espanyol are doing quite well is when they
This player retired like a while. This player never played in the 21st century, at least as far as I'm aware. This player never played in the 21st century.
Pedri. Little flip. Easy take for 𝙀𝙀𝘼𝘾𝙄𝘼𝙎.
This player was also a manager.
Romero. 𝙀𝙀𝘼𝘋𝙀𝑗𝑎's gone a long way upfield to stomp the defence. It means there's a gap on that right-hand side as Barca defend.
Well, he does it all the time, and then Araujo goes.
Wenger, not. He's a proper player. Proper player. This player won the Euros.
Lamine Yamal, amazing dribbling skills, but taken off his toe by 𝙀𝙀𝘼𝑗𝑎. Lamine has a
Ancelotti, no.
winch at the referee.
It's a foul. Yeah. All right. What's another thing?
For the man in the middle.
This player won several Champions Leagues.
He tries to win the ball by going around the side of the attacker. There's where there probably should have been a free kick.
Is he streaming on Twitch? I am streaming on Twitch. Oh, we got it. We got it. We got it. We got it. Congratulations. It was 𝙀𝙀𝘼𝘾𝑝𝘄𝑼𝙀. 𝙀𝙀𝘼𝘾𝑝𝘄𝑖𝑟 was the answer. Congratulations. What's your username? I mean, if you're on TikTok, if you go to my link tree, I should have it linked there. But also it's just if you just type my name, junior.nkanabassi, you should be able to find it. If it's all one thing together. Capital J, capital N, capital B.
They can see that one, it's too obvious.
Thank you. No problem. No problem. No problem.
Manolo Gonzalez, who lives the game for his players. There's Roberto. Making yardage down this right-hand side for Espanyol.
Do another one. All right. Do you guys want an easy one, a hard one? Hello, are you from the TikTok?
Still on touch. 𝙀𝙊𝘾𝘾𝘾𝘼 fires it right across the face of
Bro, low-key Espanyol have been playing well today. Espanyol have been, you know, doing their thing here. Oh, Lamine Yamal can't quite. Barca eventually stop them. Chance. I'll defend in the end.
Christensen has to clear the ball.
He's done okay, hasn't he?
Yeah, hard recent. So a hard recent player.
1v1s against Yamal. He's run forward.
All right, let me find a hard recent player that I can do.
Now 𝙀𝙀𝘼𝘾𝘼 breaks from the back. They're having a real go here, Espanyol.
Bro, Espanyol, I mean, Arch, I'm saying this, big chance for Barca here.
Wills Barcelona to take the advantage. Pedri, 360-degree turn to Lamine.
Oh, Yamal tried to do the one time. Not quite though. Bro, they're getting booed properly.
Pedri was looking and looking at Rafinha. Pass was never really on to get Rafinha in behind. So he turned away.
All right, I got a player. Recent as well.
That's where it would have been a foul had 𝙀𝙀𝘾𝘾𝘼 not done really well to get it to Pedri. Just took a slight bobble, didn't it? It struck quite firmly at him. Had it been rolled a bit softer, he would have certainly hit the target there.
All right, we'll start off. This player won the World Cup recently. This player won the World Cup recently.
Anger on himself there.
He misses the ball completely, doesn't he?
That's a foul.
I don't think there's too much intent. He should miss it. The ball goes past him as he's swinging his boot. There you can see it takes into a wide area.
Dang, not gonna lie, guys, La Liga low-key with their Microsoft, the tactical analysis, like the overlays they got, low-key probably some of the best stuff in the game. Like you go and you see the stuff that they go and they put on with Microsoft. Honestly, it's really well done. Really well done. Like the production quality for the games is like, I think the Champions League has a special mystical feel and whatnot. But like in terms of purely speaking, in terms of like the tactical analysis and all that, really, I think it probably might even be better than the Champions League overall.
Lewandowski, as soon as he gets the ball, they're breathing down his neck.
It's not quite happened for him so far, Lewandowski.
Lewandowski has been struggling with injuries.
Pavard. Okay, I think. Okay, let me get on to the next one. Okay, this player.
Who's been his deputy, was unfortunately about appendicitis.
This player. Did he? Let's see.
Quick fire operation.
This player played in the 2020 Champions League quarterfinal. This player played in the 2020 Champions League quarterfinal. Lamine Yamal.
Having to dribble around defenders and his own man, but he finds 𝙀𝙀𝘾𝘾𝘼. And Lamine comes in. Excellent defending from 𝙀𝙀𝘾𝑼𝙎 Gonzalez.
It's the thing with Barca. Well done there by Christensen.
Christensen having to dig very deep.
Well done though by Christensen in the end. Tagliafico, not quite, but you're on the right track. You're on the right track. This player was not a starter for his nation when he won the World Cup.
To get to the second ball, it had to be a very good challenge.
𝙀𝙀 never won the World Cup.
Certainly been a very competitive first half. Yes, Barcelona have dominated possession. Yes, they've had
Messi was definitely a starter for his nation when they won the World Cup.
Combination passes around the box, but you always sense there's a threat from Espanyol at the moment. Good to hear the views of Moreno, Luis Garcia, Sidlow, Jimmer Soler, held together by Dan Thomas at half-time.
This player has played in 1, 2, 3, 4 countries at club level.
Police are investigating, but they just believe it was a driver who lost control of his vehicle.
And Nkunku did not win the World Cup. Umtiti was a starter for his nation when they won the World Cup. Paredes.
A number of the fans from Espanyol believe the game
it's a good shout, but it's not Paredes.
or should have been delayed, and that is why there's a big gap behind the goal that Barcelona are attacking.
𝙀𝙬𝘼 was not in the squad when France won the World Cup.
There is Lamine Yamal. Now De Jong. Martin.
This player is over 30 years old currently.
Brilliant from Fermin. Whenever it beats one man, there's a second waiting to jump on.
Christian Romero, no, not quite. He was a starter for his team.
Roca. Hilali.
Otamendi, nope. If Barca win, do they get crowned? I think even if they draw today, I think they get crowned either way. Foul, ref. Surely, yeah, that's a foul. Yeah, well done, ref. Well done.
Will show the first yellow card of the evening. Christensen.
Di Maria. Jim Rouse still, he was a striker.
See, this is almost bizarre. Christensen mustn't realise the ball's going to be played in behind him, and he just grabs hold of the centre forward.
I don't know what Christensen is going and doing, but
poor defending.
Acuna.
He looks rusty, doesn't he?
No.
Christensen.
He knows he can do all the
Okay, I'll say the countries this player's played in, and it's probably going to give it away. So this player's played in Spain. He's played in Italy. He's played in Argentina, and the 4th country, which probably going to get is probably going to give it away. He's played in Ukraine. Surely, with that, you guys should get it.
Currently injured. So Hansi Flick pairing Christensen and 𝙀𝙁 as a rather unconvincing partnership so far.
Add to that, as you mentioned earlier, 𝙬𝙾 Garcia. It's not a
Alvarez is not over 30. At least if we're talking about the same Alvarez I'm talking about, or I'm thinking about. Yep, we got it. We got it. We got it. Just Aaron edits. Can you say his full name, or what most people know is his full name? Like, you don't have to go and put, like, search up what his actual first name, but what do people most likely? I don't know. Ooh, Lewa. It's a chance, you know. It's a chance. I don't know. Yeah, Papu Gomez. That's it. But just starting edits did say Gomez, and I'm assuming that's the same Gomez you're talking about. So yeah, I'll say Monkey FC, and you guys shared because you guys go. You got just starting FC. You got obviously the player, or you got the name. So congratulations to you guys.
That's why he's got a smile on his face. He knows that was a great bit of skill. Just couldn't get it on target.
Well, as it stands, Barcelona would need success this weekend. Back at home against Villarreal.
Oh, they need to win.
Penultimate game of the season.
Dang, I didn't even realize. I thought they actually need to win.
And Villarreal looking good at the moment. One of the form teams in La Liga, holding down 5th place after the 3-0 victory over Leganés last night. An arm off then by 𝙀𝙁, and Roberto bringing it to the referee's attention. De Jong.
Another one. I'll do another one at half. Lamine
Yamal. Pedri, who's been outstanding in the first half of Barcelona, forcing a corner.
to hand off. Starts on his chest, does go up into his face, but I think he's just stronger, more determined on that occasion. It's not pleased the home fans, of course.
Espanyol have 2 minutes to hold out in the first half. Defensively, they have been sound.
And surely Barca do it, though.
Hung in the air. Taking control is 𝙀𝙀𝘼𝘾𝘄𝑼𝙎𝑎𝑙.
Lamine Yamal blocked.
Enough bodies in the way.
Counters on.
Barcelona have committed a lot of bodies forward.
Oh, well defended. Oh, is he offside? I think he might be on. Where are you going? Oh, bud, where are you going? What is that, man? What are you doing?
Barcelona 2025, isn't it?
Well, Christensen got across the field and made a tackle, but De Jong had gone back with the first runner there, which he had to. Of course, when the ball
Yeah, De Jong plays him on side there.
Everybody on side, but they didn't make the most of it. Poor
bro, low key here. Nah, they need to be at least one up.
Stick with us for the half-time analysis from Dan and Ali in the studio. 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝙄𝘼𝙎𝙏, 𝙬𝙬𝙦. Most of the highlights will be showing you. Going to be opportunities from Espanyol, despite the dominance of the possession.
Yeah, and let's hope 𝙬𝙊𝘾𝙄𝘼𝙎𝙏's got his shirt tucked in for the half-time.
Martin gets in the way of Christensen. Two Espanyol players barge into each other.
Wow, what a turn by Pedri there.
Rocker was taken out by his own man. Yamal.
I think one or two people might be asking why haven't Espanyol shown this same sort of energy and passion and drive and determination in all their games. They wouldn't be down.
All right, that's half time. Half time. All right.
Espanyol fighting for their La Liga lives. Have done an excellent job in the first
half time. So as things stand, Barcelona are still not champions of Spain.
One particularly telling
Right.
Pedri, as you can see, has put in an exhausting performance in the centre of midfield.
Oh.
Very little for the likes of Rafinha, Lewandowski and Lamine Yamal to feast upon. Half-time scoreline at the RCDE Stadium, otherwise known as the 𝙀𝙀𝘼𝘾𝙄𝑼𝙎𝑎𝑙. Espanyol 0, Barcelona 0.
Some players seem to defy the odds. Microsoft AI analyzes millions of data points, including shot angle, defender positioning,
I'm seeing one in the
the exact probability
comments
of
here.
Most epic moments.
Who's running it? Who's running the
powered by Microsoft
doing this? Guess the player.
La Liga.
Is that him?
When you're reuniting with your best friend, don't take slow for an answer. Get Optimum Fiber Internet starting at $40 a month.
Who's gonna play the
Fastest, most
question?
reliable fiber internet. Switch to Optimum Fiber today.
KS2 499. All right.
Will you marry me?
Is that Hidden Valley Ranch?
Have we gotten the player yet or no?
This is the most flavorful day of my life.
Easy squeezy Hidden Valley Ranch.
Only serious about flavor.
Let's see.
If you want to learn how to fan the football way, ask the fans with a Modelo. They look like thousands, but sound like one. In their hands, a simple beat is transformed into a masterpiece. Commitment runs through their veins.
Have we gotten it yet or no?
The bigger the family, the better the game.
First years he played in Italy, England, France, Qatar,
Ask the fans with a
and
Modelo.
Okay, you said England, Italy, England, France, Qatar.
Eso suena de locos. Así sí.
Listo.
¿Escuchan eso? Esto es lo que necesitaba. Así se habla.
When the Euros and the World Cup played in the countries above is retired,
was just so
he was born in
important
Ghana.
with getting things started.
I feel we are
Jordan,
growing together with
Andre
North
Ayew.
America.
had the opportunity to
𝙀𝙖𝘖𝘾𝘼𝑎𝑐𝑖?
Bank of America. That's what lifts communities like ours.
What would you like the power to do?
I mean, Jordan, I know he still
America.
plays in
Contact one of our
France.
local business specialists at bankofamerica.com/local
SCN,
business.
3 goals for his nation.
Touches of black. They say a lot without having to say much. They
I say the Boateng brothers, but I don't.
Refinement and prestige.
Where did he say he played?
Even a little.
He was born in Ghana. I don't think. I think they were born in Germany
And
though.
though they're darker than the darkest night, they make you see everything in a new light. The 𝙀𝙢𝘖𝙞𝙬 night.
Let me I want to have a look at the stats for this game. Fought mob.
Movement that inspires.
We're doing this again, huh?
Dang, holy smokes.
Wrexham has become a global
These
brand.
stats are pretty interesting. So, Barca obviously dominating the possession with 78% of the ball, 0.39 XG, 7 shots, but no big chances compared to Espanyol with 22% of possession, 1.13 XG, 3 shots, and 3 big chances created. Like the momentum here. I mean, in fairness, Espanyol have had their moments here, but it's been mostly obviously Barca. But yeah, Espanyol have been playing, all things considered, they've done quite well.
Welcome into the ESPN FC studios. I'm Dan Thomas. Alongside me, Ali Moran. Let's take you through, shall we? The first half action. I blame everyone who said, "Oh,
Junior, the answer is 𝙬𝙬𝘾𝘼𝙎𝑎𝑐𝑖. You do it. Oh, okay, it's 𝙬𝙬𝘾𝘼𝑼𝑎𝑐𝑖. I didn't know 𝙬𝙬𝘾𝘼 played in Qatar.
Yes, he is. Not for the first time.
Very well, fair enough. All right, I'll do one then. Let me go and find this player.
It's just a give and go. 𝙀𝙀 plays the ball out wide, continues his run through the middle of the Barcelona back line. Nobody stays with him.
This player has participated in.
He does not, hits it wide.
Now there was a lot of speculation about what caused this delay in the game.
3 World
what
Cups.
The talk was about. There was a car crash outside of the stadium.
This player has participated in 3 World Cups.
Speculation about the seriousness of it, the reason for it. Details are still yet to be 100% confirmed. Hopefully we can do so, of course, as this game develops. 13 minutes into this one. Chance here for Lewandowski.
Espanyol complaining of perhaps 𝙬𝙬𝘾𝘼𝘖𝙗 committing a foul. Regardless, Barcelona keeps playing on. Lewandowski has the option to play it out wide to Lamine Yamal, but he says, no, I have Pichichi.
Let me go fill up my water bottle. I'll be back in like a minute. So, wow, what's next? And what's another hint? This player has played in 3 countries. This player has played in 3 countries is your next hint. I'll be back in like a minute.
Pitch side, shall we? Gemma Louise and Sid are there. Guys, I know it's difficult. I know you're pitch side. I know there are different stories.
What's the next hint I can give? So I said this player participated in 3 World Cups. This player has if I'm not mistaken, yeah, this player has lost 3 Champions League semi-finals with 3 separate teams. I'm pretty sure, at least. Yeah, I think so. This player has lost 3 semi-final Champions semi-finals with 3 separate teams. Griezmann, I don't think he's only ever been in 2 Champions League semifinals. Or he's only been there with, well, he's only been there with 1 team. Atleti. This player has been to 2 Champions League semifinals with different teams and has won it twice. Yeah. Dembele, no. This player has won the Champions League twice, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, twice. Coutinho, no. This player, what's another thing you can say? Drogba, no. Remember, won the Champions League twice. Played in 3 countries. The 3 countries he's played in, this is probably going to give it away, are Spain, England, and Belgium. Those are the 3 countries he's played for. He's participated in 3 World Cups. He's played in Spain, Belgium, and England. Has been in a Champions League semi-final with 3 separate teams. Junior just read that a car hit some fans during the game. Yeah, I've been hearing that. I'm not sure who though. Hazard. Don't know who that is. I'm assuming he's saying Hazard. I don't think he's been 3. He's been there with. I don't even think he's been to a Champions League final with. No, he has with Chelsea. Yeah, but no, and he's only ever won the Champions League once. Hazard, I don't even think Hazard's ever played he's never played in Belgium, at the professional level at least. Is he currently playing? Yes, the player is currently playing. Thiago Silva, he's not won 2 Champions Leagues. And did he get to the Champions League semi-final with AC Milan? Can't remember. This player has played for 3 separate teams and been to 2 Champions League semifinals with 2 different teams. Januzaj, no. Januzaj, no. What are the hints? Okay, this player's played in 3 separate World Cups. This player is still active, has been to a Champions League semi-final with 3 different teams, has played in England, Spain, and Belgium, has won the Champions League twice. Oh, we got it, yeah. Courtois. That's it. Thibaut Courtois is the correct answer. The one thing I'm not sure of is that I'm not sure. I think he did reach the semifinals with Chelsea in 2014. Or would he have not? I feel like maybe the 3 sevens, maybe that one was wrong. Maybe that one. I feel like he has, but I'm not sure. But yeah, Courtois was the answer. Football bingo. I don't think I've got a thing to like go to create a football bingo right now off the spot, just like that. Like I'd have to go into, if you're talking about like a football bingos or like a football tic-tac-toe, like sort of like what the front three do. I mean, you'd have to like have the. I don't have something set up already made ready for it. Get another one. I could do. There's a website. Well, what's the name of the website? Trivia Football Quiz. Is that the name of the website? Monkey FC's got one. All right. Oh, let's see what Monkey FC's gone. Let's see what you got then. Let's see your player. Well, let's do it. Let's do it, Monkey FC then. He's got 2 Champions Leagues. Okay, it doesn't really. I could obviously start listing names, but well, I'll wait. 2 Champions Leagues. Messi, Ronaldo, Bale, Benzema, Vinny, Carvajal. Alright, I'll wait for the next one. Courtois all does have 2. He's played in Spain, Italy, England, Brazil, and Portugal. Spain, Italy, England, Brazil, and Portugal. Pep. No. Spain. Okay, the second half is about to begin here. Depay, maybe.
If you're just joining us, a reminder of the situation. If Barcelona win tonight, they are champions. If they don't, it goes down to the weekend against Villarreal. Potentially the final day against 𝙀𝙀 Club. Espanyol's main motivation.
He's played in Spain, Italy, England, Brazil.
La Liga status.
So Depay's not played in Italy, and he would have mentioned the Netherlands. Well, that's the second half underway.
They come into this match after
Figo, potentially Danilo. Yeah, that's a good shout. Thiago Silva. I don't think he's played in Portugal.
Came after a spell when they looked as though they'd done the hard work.
Hold on, my computer's being slow right now.
And spring, second half of the season when they lost only 1 of 9 matches, winning 3 of the previous 4. And they thought they were just about safe. They're on dry land.
Yeah, that really should be a yellow card for Romero. Pointed out to the referee by Pedri.
Well, the referee's done his very best to keep a low profile. It's a game which has been played, considering it's a derby, of course, in an excellent spirit.
Playing with Neymar when he was at Santos.
Run from Garcia. Garcia finds it in. And
oh, why can't I remember his name? Oh, I know who it is. Oh my goodness.
Made the run. Bent it into a good area first time.
No. What's his name?
Just got ahead of it. Rafinha at the far post.
No, hold on. I know who it is. Ah. No, please somebody don't say it. No, I know who it is. Ah, come on. I think at least.
The Olmo, De Jong axis in midfield hasn't quite fully functioned. 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙐.
I feel like somebody's gonna say it though.
So that's the shape they've been playing in midfield. De Jong was the hold-up. Pedri, I call it an inside left position, Olmo inside right. Rafinha has been tucking into a slightly inside position. Sure we're going to see more of that with Balde breaking forward.
Garcia.
No, I can't remember his name right now. I want to give it to the people. You guys can do it.
Quick feet from Alejandro Balde. We know he's fresh. Is he completely
Oh
fit?
crap.
And also when you've had a long term injury, it's not just about being fit. It's also about getting your awareness, getting up to the pace of the game, getting your confidence back.
Araujo.
Somebody get it.
Lamine Yamal with
Igor, what did he say? Who was it? Danilo Luis da Silva.
There's always the third man, 𝙀𝙀𝘼𝙋. Pedri.
Did not know that. I thought. Okay, let me try to actually look at who the player was.
Again, 𝙀𝙀𝘼𝘋 doing well. I think he was looking.
I still can't remember his name.
The angle that the defender was closing him down, unless he got it between the defender's legs. Bit of pushing and shoving going on between Kumbula and Araujo.
That's the little sideshow.
Who's the player who loves to do stepovers? He went to Man City, was at Real Madrid, was at AC Milan. I can't remember. For the life of me, I cannot remember his name right now. Can somebody help me in the chat? What's his name? I feel like his name started with an R. Robinho. There you go. Robinho. There you go. Robinho. That's who I was thinking of. Robinho. That's who I was thinking of. Dang. But I guess it's not him. It's not him. He was technically right though. Robinho was technically right. Yeah, I mean, but it is what it is. Fair play. Well done. Chance.
Espanyol just getting bodies in the way, clearing their lines. De Jong. Garcia.
All right, let's see. All right, I think I'll watch more of the game for a bit more. Check trivia football. What's the actual name of the website?
Certainly hasn't been at his best tonight.
I probably won't be able to. I'm not sure if maybe at the end of the game I'll try one. Played in Spain. It's too broad. Parkour versus Cabal.
Bassi.
For Araujo.
Araujo is the player who's taken out of the.
And the 50th, and that's a pretty early sub.
Carrying an injury.
It's called Trivia Football Quiz.
Complete the training session yesterday. Took a slight knock, but
Trivia.
when interviewed for the game, 𝙀𝙀𝘼𝘋𝑼𝙎 was saying that it wasn't a precaution. He just felt that Araujo deserved the game. Olmo.
Footballtrivia.co.uk.
Lewandowski, anything to work with. Well, that suggests that Araujo is carrying a knee injury. I'm no doctor, Stuart.
Green logo.
But they can't take any risks with a player who's had his fair share of issues over the last couple of years. He had a thigh
What's the name? What's the website URL? What's the website URL? Because the logo, I can't. Just what's the website URL?
Hasn't been a good season for him, as you said. Even some of the games he's played, he hasn't been at his very best.
It was done there by 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝘼 again.
Oh, better pass than he was in. 𝙎𝙬𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙏 didn't see the run of 𝙀𝙪𝙨𝙞.
But I mean, Yamal's getting a low-key frustrated. I mean, I don't know what they wanted to do there.
Two centre-backs.
Marcelo,
Christensen has come to the right.
Spanish team. So player played in Spain. I'm assuming he's no longer in Spain. Hazard won a Champions League for a Spanish team. Oh, Marcelo. Okay, fair enough. La ball. Lamine. Lamine. Oh my days! Nah, Lamine Yamal! Okay, no, stop. Easy with the glaze. But what a goal! What a golazo! What a golazo! What a finish! Nah, Lamine Yamal cutting in like that looks like a prime Arjen Robben. Yeah, dang, man. Could that Lamine Yamal? My bad, no, wrong one. Could that Lamine Yamal be the goal that gives Barcelona the title this season?
On the inside and struck it beautifully. He could pass it to Pedri there, doesn't do so.
Brilliant finish there by Lamine Yamal.
You can't strike that any better, can you?
It's a brilliant finish. Chapeau l'artiste. Chapeau l'artiste. But this is the problem, though. I already know the glaze is going to be coming. The glaze is coming. The glazing is coming. I already know the glaze is coming for this.
Maybe not the best idea to celebrate right in front of the Espanyol fans. That's caused one or two issues.
Dag.
17th goal of the season for the 17-year-old. We shouldn't be comparing him to Ronaldo and Messi. But at this point in their life, they hadn't reached the standards that Lamine Yamal has. Here's Dani Olmo.
No, if he scores again.
Nah,
nothing. No handball. Well done by Eric Garcia. Foul, ref? No. Not even glaze at this point. As in, if you want to say Lamine Yamal currently, last like 3 weeks of like the year has been the best player. Yeah, fine. This season, guys, come on. This entire season, no.
Little touch. Olmo. No way through. Cabrera, all arms and elbows.
That's where he wanted a handball, but his arm is right by his side. Cabrera.
Yeah, no, I don't know what you want him to do there.
Decision by the referee. We were watching Yamal have shooting practice before the game. And he must have completed that shot that he scored the goal with on 4 or 5 occasions. 𝙬𝙊𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙏, half dozen the other.
Do you support Barcelona? I do not support Barcelona. Even though when I was younger, I would have said like I was an admirer of the game.
𝙬𝙊𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙏. Well, it did look that was a well-timed.
It's the URL. What's the URL?
Did make one bad tackle in the first half, but that looked surgical.
Yeah, that was a good challenge. On Roca, won the ball fair and square.
But I'd say if you're putting a coaching video together on the art of tackling, that would be the perfect example. But Senor César Sotogrado clearly disagrees.
See, normally that Lamine Yamal goal as a football fan, it is brilliant.
Referees give a free kick.
Oh,
it was broken free. Shrugged off 𝙎𝙬𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙏. Christensen stands his ground.
Here, I can't see anything. Like on my end, even on YouTube here, all I see is well, it's blank. I can't see anything. Like the link isn't popping up. Play football games. Is that .com, .org, .what? Play football.games. Is that what you're saying it is?
Well, they've looked a better side, haven't they, in the second half here at Barcelona?
Is it play football.games? That's what I've got here.
You'd imagine. The other one coming with Baldi down that left-hand side. And you can see the possession, 77%. That doesn't always mean too much. As Ali Moreno was talking about in the first half, when Espanyol created the better chances with only 20-odd%.
Yes. All right. Okay.
63 passes they completed in that first half.
I'll have a look at it maybe after the game.
𝙀𝙀𝘼𝘋𝙀𝘼 continues his dart from defense.
Green logo. Is it like a question mark? Question mark is like the favicon. Question mark with the green background. If that's it, then I think I'll have a look at it afterwards.
𝙎𝙊𝘾𝙄𝘼𝑍 conceded before the game that his team have limitations in comparison to Barcelona. Said they quite simply have to play to the maximum of their ability, which they have done. Just one blink of brilliance. De Jong. Lamine Yamal.
Yamal again. Good pass.
Lewandowski.
He's frustrated with himself, Lewandowski.
Nice.
A chance to play a square 1-2.
Olmo. De Jong.
Oh, well done by Yamal.
Romero on the floor. It's a poor pass.
It's a poor pass.
Yeah. The best of challenges from
𝙀𝙀𝘼𝘋𝙀𝙀. You see, the problem is low-key, these Barca fans are low-key causing me to get a Lamine Yamal agenda. Because he's such just a great player. But then the delusion and people going and saying that now Ballon d'Or, calm down.
Seems like he's been around an age, doesn't it, Lamine Yamal? He made his debut 15 years and 290 days. 2 years ago.
I think we were doing the game as well, weren't we?
We were.
Here he goes, Lamine Yamal again.
Lamine Yamal.
Yeah, not the best of balls.
Lozano, the player to make way here.
Pere Miller will bring some creativity to midfield. The veteran players in the club, nearly 2 years of age. And Lozano missed the Leganes game. It was hit and miss whether he started. He's made the 60-minute mark, and Mia will take on the responsibility in the centre of the field. Balde. De Jong.
Bro, where are you going with that pass? If you can find him.
When they counter-attack and Barcelona try to spring the offside.
Is he onside?
𝙀𝙀𝘼𝘋𝙀𝘼. Good first touch. What's his second touch?
What are you doing, man? What are you doing, man? Oh my goodness.
Again,
oh my 𝙀𝙀𝘼, get this guy off the pitch, man. 𝙀𝙀𝘼, what this? Oh my goodness. Is he onside? Thing is, he's onside as well. He's onside.
From this moment on, if his touch is better and it takes him down the side, even then,
What is that finish as well? Holy smokes, man. Disgustingness.
His right foot. Chance had gone, much to the annoyance of the home fans.
Christensen.
Managing Como, is that not Cesc Fabregas? Yeah.
Olmo. Pedri. De Jong. Rafinha.
Dani Olmo.
Has space.
Well done, well defended.
Chose to control the ball when maybe a shot may have been a better idea.
Well, I think that was in his mind to start with, and then at the last minute, I think I've got more time than I thought. So tried to take his touch, didn't quite get it right, and 𝙬𝙬𝙀𝙬 comes across.
Bassi. De Jong doesn't get there. 𝙬𝙊𝘾𝙼𝘾𝘼. As it stands, Barcelona will be confirmed as champions this evening.
It hasn't been, I mean, thus far at least, there hasn't been their best game, but well, they will have done what was necessary. Yeah, here he goes, Lamine Yamal again. Outside of the boot pass again, blocked. Oh, I will say about Yamal is that outside of the boot pass, it's great, but it's also a bit, at times, can be a bit predictable. But I mean, hey, if it works, it works.
The sting out of things.
That was coming off for Fermin Lopez, pardon me.
In replacing 𝙬𝙬𝘾𝙼𝘾 with 𝙬𝙬𝙦. And now an injection of legs. It's going to be Robert Lewandowski, who has been struggling with fitness in recent weeks. He's stuck on 99 goals still for Barcelona, and a couple behind Mbappe in the 𝙀𝙀𝘖𝘖. Change of shape?
No, I think just Olmo will go into the centre forward position. Fermin Lopez will come into where Dani Olmo was playing. I think it was just a change because Lewandowski wasn't playing particularly well, was he? Doesn't look 100% fit.
Oh, 𝙬𝙊𝘾𝙬𝘶 slipped as he went to clear that. Sometimes the contribution of 𝙬𝙊𝘾 has been overlooked this season. Many would say that ter Stegen is a better goalkeeper, more accomplished, but
great turn in there.
System played by
well done by Balde though.
I think it's fair to say he's also made a few mistakes along the way, 𝙬𝙊𝘾.
Well, it's never dull when he's around.
Great bit of skill there for Milan in midfield.
Very well done.
Well, Espanyol have done well against the big clubs here this season. They beat Real Madrid 1-0 and held Atletico and Athletic Club to 1-1 draws on the home soil. But never beaten Barcelona since they moved to this stadium. Here he goes again. Lamine Yamal. Stop him if you can.
It's not a surely that's a foul. Surely it was a foul in there.
Olmo, line leader in the absence now of Lewandowski.
Could he have swung his left boot at that? Dani Olmo involved a couple of times there. First one with a brilliant little turn.
Balde has to be a little bit careful. A light arm placed on the back of Roberto Fernandez.
He's got inside of Balde. Balde, as you mentioned, had his arms over Roberto there.
Roberto will be familiar with a number of the Barcelona players. He was actually loaned to Barcelona Football Club a couple of seasons ago to the B team and played with a number of the youngsters that were coming through the system then. Heads up, Bassi takes charge. What a season he's had, 18 years of age.
So accomplished. He's not the biggest centre-back, but he's got a great leap on him.
Subs here by Espanyol.
Makes way.
And it's going to be 𝙀𝙁𝘋𝙁𝘾𝙄𝘼𝙎𝙏. He will bring a little bit more charge than Antonio Roca.
I'm assuming that Espanyol here make one last push. If I'm mistaken, Espanyol, they're in a relegation battle, so they could use the points in fairness.
Flashed across the face of goal.
Side.
Yeah, the ball went out of play. System put his flag up. Just there. Here's the goal again. It's this touch here that just makes it, just opens it up for himself. He can run onto it. All he's thinking about is just bending it round that defender.
Brilliant finish by Yamal.
And he could not have placed it any better, could he?
Absolute perfection. Balde gives it away. 𝙀𝙁𝘋𝙁𝘋𝙁. High over the top. 𝙀𝙁 is away again.
Well done by Coubarsi.
I think he's brought a little bit more stability to the defence. 𝙁𝙁. Excellent balance for the Spain international.
He's had a very good last 10 minutes or so, Dani Olmo. Now playing as the furthest forward of the Barcelona players.
But it's a role where he has at times excelled in the Spain national team, Dani Olmo. Just tuning in, the news is that Lewandowski started. No Ferran Torres, mentioned in the first half, is recovering from an appendix operation.
Yamal stinker.
Espanyol's midfield players.
No, he's been. Yeah, he's not been. I mean, he scored. He's done all right. He's been fine. Not a stinker, but not his greatest performance. It was really quiet in the first half, but not a stinker by any means. Like who appeared.
Back to Pedri. Rafinha hasn't seen a great deal of the ball. They get off that pathway. Lamine. Garcia. Pedri. Fermin digs in.
Can Yamal keep it in? He cannot. Come on, Espanyol. Yeah, I don't think he's had a stinker by any means.
Yeah, that was good from Balde. Read the ball over the top, just dropped off.
They're being tested now, the Barcelona defence. 𝙬𝙧 covers. Excellent goalkeeping. Quite enjoyed that, I think, 𝙬𝙧.
It is a straight swap on that right-hand side for Espanyol.
Well, Barcelona won the Copa del Rey earlier in the season, who will be the English equivalent. The magic of the FA Cup this weekend here at ESPN. Palace against Manchester City.
It's gone.
Just gone out of play that.
Good run there by Fermin Lopez, though.
Well, let's hope that FA Cup final is as good as the Copa del Rey you were mentioning. There is the injury to the right knee of 𝙭𝙊𝘾𝘾𝙖𝙎𝙏. Certainly a concern for him and Barcelona.
Well, the problem that kept him out for so long was a thigh issue, which required an operation.
He looks onside there.
Black stays down.
Shoot. Oh my God.
𝙎𝙊𝘾𝙄𝘼𝙋𝙏 was off his line. They do play this dangerous game. Mentioned before, it's 169 offsides this season. They haven't caught one player offside so far tonight.
Well, they got that.
He's onside.
He ran from his own half. The goalkeeper got it wrong as well. A better touch there.
Yeah, if he does a bit better there, he's through.
Been chipping 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝙄𝘼𝙋𝙏. He could never get that 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝙄𝘼𝙋. It's a terrible decision by him.
Let's see.
From 𝙀𝙀𝘿𝑝.
Nice. Took a deflection. Prediction for all the European finals. So PSG, I will say 3-1 win against Inter. Now, early predictions, but I might change those. Europa League 2-1 to Spurs. And then who does Real Betis play? Is it Betis versus Betis versus Chelsea, right? I mean, Chelsea should still win it. But it's going to be tight. I'll say 2-1. Oh, chance! Oh, he saved it. What a save, but he's offside. Offside.
Here's the ball into the box.
Who's offside there?
Yeah.
Who's offside?
He is offside. No, not Roberto.
No, he's not offside. He's not on. I don't know why he's calling.
Straight at the goalkeeper. Yeah, the goalkeeper doesn't know too much about it. He's made himself big, yes.
I mean, there wasn't an offside there. I'll say 2-1 to Chelsea. 2-1 to Chelsea. It's going to be tight. But, like, even two... Yeah, I could see that game even going to pens, honestly. Real Betis are a good side. Real Betis are a good side.
Pedri. Lamine Yamal. Oh, threads it through. The eye of a needle. Can't see it.
3-2 Betis, 3-1 United, 1-0 Inter. So you just gone for all, I mean, every single result you think I got wrong.
He actually tries to pull out the challenge, 𝙎𝙬𝘼, but his momentum took him in.
Well, a very different game to the Clásico against Real Madrid, of course, at the weekend, but equally as tense. Romero.
Why?
Fermin has come on. He's making things happen in midfield. That's 𝙎𝙁 with a shot.
Oh, half a chance to get it on target at least. 𝙎𝙁 on his left foot volley. Well, run me through that heat map, Rob.
Oh, your job. Well, the undersoil heating seems to be working. Well, double change for Barcelona.
Gavi, one of the players coming on. He's coming on for 𝙎𝙁𝘾. Well, I thought we'd been playing well in the last 10 minutes. And Christensen, the other player coming off for 𝙎𝙁𝙾𝘾𝙄𝘼𝙋.
Yeah.
So 𝙭𝙁 will go in at right back. Garcia will play at centre half. So another change in the back four for Hansi Flick.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. burning the UCL for Arsenal banter 100%. Even if low key, I think I'll be able to stream the FA Cup final as well, regardless of whoever wins there. I mean, if Crystal Palace win, either way, I can have a dig at Arsenal. I mean, at Arsenal fans. If Crystal Palace, or rather, I would say Christian Palace FC. Oh wait, what's happened to Lamine Yamal there? I mean, he's rolling around. Yeah, let's see. Let's see. Yeah, there's an that could win you. That could win you. That could win you. That's a foul. That's a foul. Yeah, that's a painful one. That's a painful one from Lamine. If he was play acting though, Lamine, watch out, watch out. Don't take everything from Neymar.
Not a lot of sympathy from the Espanyol supporters, especially that gentleman there.
Nah, man, we need that FA Cup for the Kevin De Bruyne send-off. True. I hadn't even thought about that much, honestly.
Barcelona need the medical team to ensure that he's okay.
Oh, hang on, he's going to look. Wow.
Wait, is he looking?
The referee over here.
Nah, if this is a red card.
I think there's anything untoward, but 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝘼𝘋𝙖
If this is a red card.
A second look at things.
A red card.
𝙎𝙊𝘾𝘼𝘋𝙖 may have thrown out the arm intentionally.
I think he probably did throw the arm out intentionally, but it's not at the head.
No. This is. I mean, you could. It's silly. Yeah, it's not a red though. It's not a red. It's not a red. It's not a red. It's not a red. No. The Barca fugaziness is here too.
Yeah, I think he knew exactly what he was doing.
I'm not sure. Does he?
Doesn't look that bad when you see it quick enough. He looks very guilty.
Actually, yeah, it doesn't. I think it's not a red. It's not a red.
I don't think it's going to go down particularly well with the fans inside this stadium.
Surely not. Surely not. Is he reaching to it? It's gone. He's getting a straight red.
Upon taking the advice of his video assistant referee.
Wow. Lamine Yamal gets him sent off. Wow. I mean, it's not. I'm not sure if it's a straight red.
He wasn't play acting, was he?
He wasn't. No, he's not play acting. He got winded.
It was a loose elbow.
I mean, oof. The more and more I see it, the more and more I could say. But I think it's harsh for a red. I think it's harsh for a red.
And that is the first red card of the season for Espanyol. Manolo Gonzalez had said in the build-up to the game that he was proud of their discipline.
Dang, what's his name? Cabrera. I think Leandro Cabrera.
He's going to make himself too popular here, Yamal, with the home fans. Not that that's his fault.
I mean, he gets a hit. He goes down. There's not more to be said.
Well, they've got to control the game now, Barcelona.
I mean, yeah, surely Barca 1-0. I mean, maybe they go for another goal here.
Against 11 versus 11.
Pedri. It's the referee.
Yeah, they're gonna get on top of this ref, man. They're gonna get on top of this ref.
Escape the attentions of the rather fired up Espanyol supporters.
Going to make a double change here.
Well, 𝙎𝙬 and 𝙬𝙬 will come on. 𝙬𝙬 to shore up the defence with the dismissal of Cabrera.
Prado, one of the players coming off, and the other one being Roberto Fernandez.
Well, 𝙎𝙬 is a Moroccan international, is on loan from Napoli. 𝙀𝙬𝘼𝘾𝙖𝙎 is a time-served central defender.
Well, 𝙀𝙀𝙖𝙀 would like to have his time back again with that chance early on in the game. 1v1 against 𝙎𝙊𝘶.
Yeah, in fairness, I mean, Espanyol have played well. They just have not had their shooting boots on. Good challenge.
Been signalled out for special attention from the Espanyol supporters.
Like, in fairness, Lamine hasn't had the greatest of games today in terms of chances, dribbles, and whatnot. He scored a brilliant goal and whatnot.
And you can understand why the referee missed it in the first.
It's a foul.
Because it all happened.
Yeah, they're going to be on top of him. They're going to be on top of the ref now every single time.
Understandably so. The home fans would like the numbers evening up. It was a shoulder charge into the back. Eyes fixed on the ball.
Yeah, he had his eyes fixed on the ball. He was going to jump and then realised at the last minute he was going to be second best. He just turned his back on it slightly. It certainly was a foul.
So, as it stands, Barcelona's next game against Villarreal will be a homecoming for the champions. Unless Espanyol can spring something special in the remaining 7 minutes.
This ref is not making any friends here today. You give a yellow for that. Wow, not. This ref is just losing control of this game in the second half. What did he do? No. Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure, it's a foul. It's not a yellow, though. Ref, be serious here.
So much of a swing, was it? He put his arm out almost to block Garcia coming across him. These are all challenges that would have been made on a regular basis before VAR was introduced. It's so difficult for the referee to see it.
𝙎𝙊𝘶 made that important save in the first half. And Barcelona's defence wasn't exactly synchronised. As it stands for Espanyol, they will sit on 39 points.
Chance here. Wow, 𝙎𝙊𝘶's been so crucial to this Barca team, but he's offside.
The other teams in the relegation equation, as Palace and finally down.
Offside given. The hope for Espanyol would be that still one ball, if they get it right and they get the right run from deep, even with 10 men, they can still break the offside line.
Hector Fort. Lamine Yamal. Yamal drawing 2 defenders. Joan Garcia. Kumbula. Here's Lamine Yamal. Drops the shoulder.
Poor shot.
The amateur surprise, but Joan Garcia had a good view.
Yeah, I mean, Yamal's
back of the ball.
He's had an okay game, I'd go and say.
Player that's
scored a ridiculous screamer as again, but not the best performance I've seen from Yamal.
Next season's going to be an important one for the brilliant young Spanish midfield player.
Play him! Oh, you're taking too long with the ball there.
Check himself back on side.
Is he on side? He might be off.
Romero,
but the midfielders, you just need to be sometimes just release the ball, get it in behind them, even if there's nobody making the run.
𝙬𝙼𝘾𝘼 had made a good run into the box. Romero was going to bend it into that area between the 6-yard box and the penalty spot.
Good skill. Good ball in.
Hands it in the air. Oh, they got a little bit handy there with
Foul.
𝙎𝙬𝘼𝘾𝙄𝘼𝙎. Here is 𝙎𝙬𝘼𝘾𝙄𝘼. Balde closes him down and gets in the face of the assistant referee, which isn't the smartest thing to do.
Yeah, I mean, these Espanyol fans really are on
They've
him.
got to be very careful inside their own penalty box here, Barcelona.
Since the middle of March,
He's
2 months past, one clean sheet. Can they hang on in there? 𝙬𝙬 doesn't get the most convincing hand on the ball.
Well defended.
Good defending.
Well defended by Hector Fort.
Oh,
Lamine Yamal using the ball in dangerous area.
Team in trouble here.
Let's run it back though.
In one swift move.
You still just sense there's one or two moments if the ball had been played better, if the run had been that little bit sharper, Espanyol would have been in.
𝙀𝙬𝘼 to the rescue for Barcelona.
Good challenge. Good challenge. Can you find someone?
Refusing to give up here, making life difficult for the wannabe champions. Fermin. Two sets of players high on adrenaline. Espanyol with one.
He's through. Can he find a good ball?
Where they're attacking things.
Come on, Espanyol.
𝙬𝙬𝘼𝘾𝙄𝘼 the substitute.
Oh, man.
In his mind's eye, he was whipping that into the top corner.
I think Espanyol low-key deserve to. They probably deserve a draw here.
By Balde. They look as though they might just nick it away from 𝙀𝙬𝘼𝑖. Well, everybody's going to be looking at.
Do you ever see the PSG kit league?
Going to be added on here.
I have, yeah.
Moments away.
Like at least the home kit. Yeah, I haven't seen the away kit. I think we're keeping the same away kit as this year, which is good. Which means I don't need to buy an extra jersey. But I mean, the home kit, the releaks have been out for a while. In fairness,
Written off at the start of the season. Everybody talking about Real Madrid.
Barca are a couple minutes away potentially here from
change the style of play. Cavalier, flamboyant, hit the ground with just
winning
running
it.
and sprinting.
Bro, that's a foul. Probably a yellow as well.
Spanish Super Cup, Copa del Rey. The treble now within touching distance.
Kumbula, yeah, reckless challenge on Fermin.
That away kit's clean. Yeah, the away kit is a nice kit. It's a nice kit. It's a different one. The home kit seems fine enough.
Well, what? Here's the goal again. First ball is a good one. Olmo plays his part, sets up the play. There's the run from Pedri that just took one of the defenders into that space. He had to try and readjust. And then the finish is absolutely superb. I was just about to say what Hansi Flick
7 minutes of added time.
The very first day he came in, he's talked about how good the youngsters are.
There we go.
Xavi never did that. He was moaning about not having the players he wanted, having to rely on youth. Hansi Flick has turned it into a massive positive. Brilliant from him.
I think it's because he's not really had much of a choice.
Well, only he and Pep Guardiola have won the sextuple. He did that in his one full season in charge of Bayern Munich. Won the Bundesliga twice. Heading off for a rather successful spell as the national team manager in his first season at Barcelona. He has transformed the club.
What signing do you think PSG will make next season? I think we need a secondary right center back. We need a right back replacement. Probably another, I would say, midfielder.
Joy to watch at times.
And then, I mean, maybe you get another. It depends. It depends also on who you're able to sell.
There's a generous 7 minutes added. Remember last night.
I personally think the home kit looks clean with the Eiffel Tower pattern on the big strip. What do you think of the purple and black league kit reminds me of 2020-2021. I have not seen that kit yet. Maybe after the game I'll have a look at them. I've only seen the home kit leaked.
How many does that make it now, the offsides?
I think it's 171 for the season, Stuart.
Yeah, it's
He's
offside.
offside. Usually one player goes to head the ball for the defensive side, somebody else gets round on the cover, and that's not the way Barcelona do it. These supporters may still have an anxious wait to see whether their team
It's a foul.
can stay in La Liga.
They need 2 points from the remaining 2 games. Trip to Pamplona to take on 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝙖𝙞𝙬 in the middle of the table. Safe, nothing to really play for. Just an outside chance. And stick with us for the FC studio. We'll be hearing from Sid.
Let me have a quick look at
down at touchline
footy
level, from above from
headlines G kit.
And all the talk of that brilliant goal from Lamine Yamal, an absolute diamond of a goal.
Yeah, so I've seen the home kit.
And if ever
Looks
a player deserves
fine
to score the goal that wins his team the title, it's been Yamal.
Here goes Lamine Yamal. In some leagues, you just go for the corner flag and play down the clock. This isn't the Barcelona style, though. They want the second to put it to bed. Pedri, teasing, taunting, tantalising.
I'm seeing a third kit, which is like Total 90 inspired.
Tricks.
The red Total 90 kit. He should have 5 kits for the 2025 season. Okay, I've seen the home kit. The away kit is the same as last season. The Total 93rd kit. The Jordan kit. So it's going to be 3 Jordan kits. So apparently.
𝙋𝙀𝘆𝘿𝘾𝑝𝘼𝑔𝐼𝑡𝑜. Nothing to lose here for Espanyol. Just got to launch players forward. Shoot is the demand.
Offside.
Again, comes out. There's a pretty nasty collision. Thankfully, both are okay.
He's offside. 3 players offside. As soon as they didn't get the cross in, Barcelona squeeze up. 3 players standing in offside positions. That was the end of the move. Both players had a right to go for the ball. You can almost see that 𝙋𝙀𝘆𝘾𝑝𝘼𝑔𝐼𝑡𝑜 takes his boot out the way. Just tries to cushion the blow for 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝙾.
He's told to get a move on by the referee, Wojciech Szczesny. What a story he's been as well.
And then he's got a yellow card. How many times do we see that for the goalkeeper late on in games?
I'm sure you know the story that Szczesny, regular last year at Juventus, retired in the summer at the age of 34. Was enjoying his life down in
okay, Fermin Lopez, can he get a goal? A great challenge, though.
He's done a very good job as the replacement.
Fermin Lopez, though, and he scores. And that is over. The title is over. Congratulations to FC Barcelona.
2025. Let the celebrations truly begin.
Well done.
As well from Fermin Lopez. Yeah, Barcelona do well not to celebrate right in the corner. Get away from that. But a really good finish from Fermin Lopez. Quite right, Hansi Flick. Get the
Even Hansi Flick's telling him to get back.
You've done your job.
Is that another Lamine Yamal assist?
You've won the title now.
Let's see. It's a good challenge. It's a good ball in. It's a good finish by Fermin Lopez.
Deflection, but he knows exactly what he's doing. Fermin.
Yeah, it's a good goal. It's a good goal.
But it doesn't change the angle of the ball. She is there.
Right.
Again,
So
no
Barcelona win their chat. Any Barca fans in the chat? Which is this your 28th or 29th league title?
Lamine Yamal, his
I can't quite remember.
Creation of the season. Fantastically finished by Fermin Lopez.
Well, they deserve to celebrate with each other, the staff of Barcelona.
Well, understandable elation on the bench. They'll have to curb their celebrations at the end of the game. As you can see, security ringing the
last couple seconds here.
2 years ago when
if there's any Barca fans, can you, is it your 28th title or your 29? Let me quickly look it up.
Decided to do a kind of a lap of honor. They will curb
How
their
many
celebrations tonight, especially bearing in mind the incident
league
outside the stadium
titles
before the
have
Don't need to get involved now. Look,
Barcelona won?
𝙎𝙊𝘾𝘾𝙄𝘼𝙎 has started it.
27. So this is your 28th?
He's had a go at somebody. He's had a go at 𝙀𝙀𝘼𝘾𝘼𝘋𝙀𝘼𝘋𝙀𝘼.
27. So it would be your 28th. So this, if this one that you guys are going to win is your 28th title. That's it.
As Yamal is doing there.
Congratulations.
Barcelona have won the league.
Hansi Flick's telling them all to get inside. He's telling them to all get inside. Fair enough, fair enough. But congratulations to FC Barcelona. And things are kicking off now. Things are kicking off now.
Players, staff, supporters can wait 24 hours or so before they have a festival, a carnival, a celebration in the city centre tomorrow.
Now they're telling them to all get inside. I'll tell them to get inside.
The second time in 3 years they clinched the title in the Catalan derby.
Dang. I mean, Lamine Yamal's out. He went straight inside right from the get-go.
From Fermin, Lopez.
Of course, the groundsman, they're putting on the sprinklers to prevent them from celebrating. That's crazy. No. The Espanyol players, they're putting on the sprinklers to try to get him out.
As it's Catalonia is flowing, Barcelona are the champions again.
Wow, Hansi Flick was not happy. He yelled at him, "Get inside! Get inside!" is what he was saying. Yo, Hansi Flick was not, and he did not want any of it. Yo, your respect. I mean, I think, listen, you should be allowed to celebrate. You should be allowed to celebrate. I personally don't have an issue with them going and celebrating. They're opposition fans. Like, these people should be grown up, etc., so on and so forth. But hey, you know, there you go. I want to see what they have to say on ESPN FC, though.
Welcome into the latest edition of ESPN FC on the day that Barcelona confirmed.
Sore losers can't handle it. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm going and saying. They lost fair and square.
To see their lead at the top of the
but not the Espanyol. They turn on the sprinklers and everything.
Of course, pushed it 24 hours, but they could do no more. Barca have taken away their La Liga championship. The plan was, of course, to show you some of the celebrations on the pitch. Wisely, I suppose, after what we saw 2 years ago, those celebrations have immediately gone down into the dressing room, really putting quite the kibosh on our post-match celebration videos. But I suppose overall it is safety first. Hello and welcome into the ESPN FC studios. We got Espanyol.
Yes.
Espanyol, yes. Welcome into the ESPN FC studios. I'm Dan Thomas.
Fair enough, fair enough.
And 𝙀𝙀𝘋𝘋𝘼𝘋. Ali, we talked about Barcelona being so entertaining.
All right, let me turn this off. How do you make the scoreboard you put on over your head? Like something like this. Like this thing here. Assuming is what you're talking about. If that's what you're asking about, I use this application or / website called Uno Overlays, and I basically within my OBS just bring it in as a browser source and add it, and it bring it in as a scoreboard. That's how I do it. Yeah, Uno Overlays is what it's called. Uno Overlays, and I just make it there. I have to like upload images of the teams and whatnot, and I just go and change and add the times. But other than that, and okay, I've got the stream deck is how I'm able to like make it appear like so and disappear. But yeah, that's it. Campeones. Congratulations to Barca. Congratulations to Barca. But yeah. Early predictions for the 2025-26. I think it's way too easy to start making predictions for that. But yeah. Here's what Ali Moreno's having to say.
And the league is the ultimate definition of a champion, Shaq. Obviously, Champions League.
Hold on. Never mind. They're done. Do you think PSG will win the Champions League? I think PSG are... Yeah, I think we definitely can do it. And I'd say we're probably slight favorites. But, yeah. Yeah. All right, let me go and show. I mean, I'm not sure if I'm gonna do a game right now, just because, well, I've got other things to do for honestly. But it's this, right? Football bingo, you guys said. Oh, as my thing stop. All right, there we go. All right, I think we're done with that for now. I've got here, do you think Warren Zaire-Emery will start over the Spanish guy next season? I don't know. I think perhaps over the Club World Cup, maybe he has something to say, but we'll see. There's still like, it's tough to make predictions for the rest of the season because you think of when they come back. Like I would expect that like a lot of like I think that my prediction is that for the beginning of the season, PSG is probably going to heavily rotate their team. Because you think from PSG's perspective, you've got a really hectic end of the season here. You've got a Champions League final, a Coupe de France final. You've got the FIFA Club World Cup you're going to be competing in. You've got a lot of your players who are going to be competing in the UEFA Nations League. After the FIFA Club World Cup, that ends July, assuming you get to the final, let's say July 14th. And then what? Basically a couple of weeks later is when preseason would typically start, for the season to start in like mid-August. So what, 3 weeks from the a hypothetical final in the FIFA Club World Cup, the league would start off again. So I think that like you think of, okay, players are going to go and get time off and whatnot. Like that's the thing, like the schedule for teams is ridiculous. And like if PSG were to, let's say, go and make it to the FIFA Club World Cup final and go there, 3 weeks after that, they then have to go and basically start the season off again. And there's maybe talks of maybe Liga, they're going to push back the season to basically allow for, you know, PSG players to rest and whatnot. But if they don't, mid-August or 15th or 20th or whatnot, the season starts again. And I think players like your Dembélés or a lot of the mainstays, PSG or your Vitinhas, the players who would have played a pretty significant role in the Champions League and the UEFA Nations League for their countries, as well as the FIFA Club World Cup, probably may not go and start. But yeah. All right, so this is the website. I mean, maybe I'll do it with you guys. So play this. All right, how to play. Football bingo is a daily challenge. To complete the bingo card, a random player will appear at the top and you must match that player to one of 16 categories in the bingo card. Further random players will appear after dabbing your card until you exhaust the full list of players or complete the card. For example, if Cristiano Ronaldo randomly appears and there's a Ballon d'Or or Juventus on the bingo card, you must carefully consider which selection to make, as you can only pick one per player. Okay, interesting. Categories may include teams, countries, trophies, and awards. Be careful though, as any incorrect categories picked will mean that you won't be able to place the next player on the card and you will miss a turn. Okay, you can safely skip a player by pressing the skip button on the top right to avoid the penalty. If you notice that the player can cover multiple categories on the bingo card, you may wish to play your wild card. Choose carefully though, as you can only play your wild card once. Interesting. Football bingo will refresh at midnight with a new card of 16 categories and a fresh set of players. Very well. I think I've sort of understood it. But okay. Let me zoom in. So is it just like I click on two of them at the same time? We'll do no timer. Oh, okay. I think I see it. I think I see it. 41. I don't have time to play 40. Okay, I'll do a couple and then stop. But 41 players is crazy. All right, you guys can help me here. So Diego Forlan is the first player. Played in the Liga. Portugal since 1991. No. Nigeria, no. Spanish top division Golden Boot winner since 1960. No. World Cup Golden Boot winner since 19... Okay, what do they mean here by since then? As in they've been that in that time is what they're trying to say. Make a room, Junior. Where do I go to make a room? Is it this? Create or join a group to compete against... Thing is, I don't have time. How is it 16? There's how many players are there? What time is it? I don't know how long I can go and do. How many people are here first and foremost? Okay, we'll do new group. Join. Everyone gets the same bingo card. Your name, just... Oh, okay, I guess you can't. Host room may have... June, do you listen to French rap at all? Not much, but a bit. Is this the code that I put in for you guys, or how does it work? The host of the room may have chosen to use generated names, but I want to create it. Okay, I want to create a group. So new group name, join group. So I want to do this. So I could create, right? This is what I would do, I'm assuming. All right, let's do it then. Okay, there you go. Scan the QR code, or, well, use that link. Or I'll share the link with you guys in the comments. Although you probably might want to be, if you guys are on basically any platform, might want to come to the horizontal version of the stream if you guys want it to work properly. Here we go. Let me see. Can you guys, is there background music playing? All right, good. I'll give you guys time to join into it. For reference, I've never done this football quiz, so I'm not guaranteeing anything special. Is anybody else trying to join? If you're on TikTok, Twitch, Kick, any other platform, let me know. 𝙋𝙊𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙏 came to New York a couple months ago, and I went to the concert, and it was hype. Yeah, I don't really listen to 𝙋𝙊𝘾 often. Like I've like heard, like, you know, Lamine, a couple of his songs, etc., so on and so forth. But I don't typically listen to French rap like that. No, I won't be. Oh, they don't like. There's one song recently, is the 𝙬𝙾𝙼 song that came out back in, like, I want to say October, by 𝙀𝙊𝘾𝙄𝘼𝙍. But yeah, I'm not really connected with it like that. Are you happy or sad about Mbappe leaving PSG, buddy? This was a while ago now. I mean, what's done is done now. Honestly, I wasn't happy. I mean, maybe disappointed, probably the word, but at this point, we're a year on. He's moved forward. He's doing well personally, maybe not his team as much. We've moved forward. We're arguably been better without him. So what's done is done. What's done is done. Is anybody else trying to join into this? We've got 7 thus far. I don't think that there is a maximum. But we'll wait and see. If anybody else is wanting to join, well, you guys see the link here. Either use this room code or the link here, or scan the QR code. I'll give you guys like 2 more minutes, or maybe 3. Dang. What is it I wanted to do? Yes, I need to go and think of what I want to say for the post-game thing. Especially because, I mean, this is, I think, the first Barca game we've done that's not a, well, I guess sort of. So it's Espanyol versus Barcelona post game reaction 96. Can PSG's defense handle Inter's counter? Wow, we'll see. I think they can. Like, Inter's PSG aren't Barca in the sense, like, I don't think there's going to be nearly as many. There will be spaces in behind to exploit for 100%. But it's not going to be nearly as much as like Barca is a thing. Like, PSG don't play with a ridiculous high line like that. And PSG can, like, if PSG are going through a moment where it's hard for them, they're going to just drop off and they can play in a lower block. Unlike Barca, PSG aren't nearly as stubborn and naive, I'll go and say, and stuck to their ideals as a Barca would have been. Which is why I think it's different. You can't go and say that the 2 games are the same. Which is why it's going to be interesting. Okay, I think I've left it on there for long enough now. We've got 9 of you people, 9 of us here. This thing better not last too long. I don't know, all day. All right, here we go. Game starts in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can't say Barca is stubborn after watching today's game. Oh, Isco. No. I think it's this. Matistel. I want to say it's this. There. A cherubim. How? I don't want this many players though. Euros winner, I want to say. Callum Hudson-Odoi. No. Managed by Tuchel. Yeah, that's true. England. Yeah. He did. Tavares. Dang. This is gonna be tough. No. Sevilla. No. I want to see play at Porto. What? 𝙀𝙬𝘼𝙾𝙻. Okay, come on. I think he's this. Trevino. 𝙬𝙻𝘾𝙻𝘾𝙲. Lucas Torreira. Alvaro Morata. One, I mean, he has been managed. Klinsmann. I feel like he won the Ballon d'Or, so I'll put him. Nicolas Anelka. Yeah, I know he played for Chelsea. Did he play for Inter? Let's see this. What? Or did I get it wrong? So this. Carvajal. Played with Di Maria. Christian. No. This. Mikel Arteta. Yeah, game's gone. Baresi. Yeah, we're cooked. What am I meant to do here? How did I finish second? Two. Okay, never mind. I was gonna go and say. Is it just any of them that you have to match? All right, let's see. I know there's 9 of us, so some people are probably still playing. Dang, I'm sliding. Oh. Dang. All right. We were disgusting performance by me. Wait, if you just let it go again, does it like come back again? Like if you don't get it in the first couple, does it go again? Because I mean, I was trying to go and get it basically as quick as possible. Ninth. Yeah, we didn't not perform well. I think that's everybody, right? What did I get wrong here? 𝙀𝙬𝘼𝙾𝙻. Pavard. Is this Inter or Chelsea, or is it them and Chelsea? Like, you see, something like this is just like. Like, can you? Yeah, whatever. Fugazi anyways. I thought you had to go. You had to go as quick as possible. Got this. So of these, which would have had to have changed? Canadian. Is anybody a Canadian? Probably Bonucci, maybe. Or him? Hold on. Let's do this. Let's paste this in. Born. No, he's from Belgium. Okay. What about this? Is he Canadian? Who? Wait a sec. I don't even think I understood the rules of the game, honestly. I had date. Is it just that I was missing something? Davies, Jonathan Davies. Did they come up? Anywho, whatever. Fugazi anyways. Fugaziness anyways. Later on, you can skip. Okay, so you can, yeah, I thought you had to play one every single time. Otherwise, like, I'm going and saying, like, 𝙀𝙀𝘆𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙏 I would have put for Thomas Tuchel. I could have done so much better. There are 60. Yeah, I was rushing it, thinking I've got to get a player for each one of them. But all right, fair enough. But I think I got it now. Next time round, I was merciful with you guys this time round. Next time round, now I understand the rules of the game. I think I'll do better. But guys, thank you guys so much for coming onto the stream. It was a pleasure. As always, I know it was a pretty late or short notice stream and whatnot. But yeah, I will be streaming tomorrow the Chelsea versus Manchester United game, the Premier League game. So stay tuned for that. I should have at least a thumbnail and everything set. Ideally, maybe later on tonight. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, with that, stay tuned for the post game reaction video. I also do want to be making a like Lamine Yamal, Ballon d'Or, all this talk video, so be aware for that. And I don't know, maybe schedule it for channel members as well. So be on the lookout for all this kind of stuff. It's going to be an exciting couple of weeks, especially now that we're a week away from the Europa League final and a couple weeks away from the Champions League final. And obviously over the weekend, we've got the FA Cup final, which I will be streaming. PSG are playing their final league game, and a whole host of other big games. But anyways, guys, it's been a pleasure as always. Thank you guys for all tuning in, and I hope to see you guys soon. And remember, stay safe, stay kind, and stay blessed. Godspeed.